Howdy everybody, this is Steve, A Thousand Year Home. So beautiful Friday afternoon, lunchtime here for me. So I've got a tractor that's down because I had some water, I broke a valve stem out of it. So while I waited there, Amazon goodies that I need to fix this thing. Let's see. I've got some tractor slime, and I'm going to put that in simply because, one, I've got the little worried about that bead that I ran out over, but it's just a rubber on the bead that's broken, and it's not the actual, I don't think it broke any of the wire. So there we go. I've got this. This is a universal 0.453 and 0.625. Read my micrometer a little bit off, but in the mud, that's forgivable. Let's take a look at this tire. So I pulled the tire off, dried it all out, and it rained last night, a little unexpected rain, but I'm not going to complain about rain in Texas, that's for sure. Topped off my Hank trough. All right, so I will get a paper towels and dry that all out. Let me flip it over. Yeah. One-handed, where is that bead damage? Yeah. So listen, that right there is no bueno of me, but I'm not going down the highway at 60 miles an hour. I'm driving around in a pasture at 2 or 3 miles an hour, and I do use the fork trucks in the bucket, but I think we'll be okay. It's just the rubber over the top of the wires. I think I'll be all right. When I ran over my test thing, I noticed that's the one log that had a big bend in it, that it rolled up. And so I'm going to get my other chainsaw out and cut that. I've got to put my chainsaw back on the track. I let it get too stretched out while I was in panic mode there, trying to get the driveway straightened out. So anyway, very pleasant day. My gosh, I mean, with or without the little bit of fog and with or without the little bit of rain, it's super pleasant. This is a nice break for me. Let me rotate. The birds are super. All right. So I'm pretty happy with the emergency fix on the drive. I think it'll keep me out of the mud, unless there's 5 inches or something. I do have another second drive. I've showed you all that, but right now it's not finished. The fence drain's not finished, and the cattle wire is, it's fenced in to keep the cattle in, and I don't want to mess with the fence and all that. All right. So go get a paper towels and clean that. I'll fix that up right there. I'm worried that won't hold. The rest of it looks okay. And then I'll muscle that back on. Let's take a look at man, I dug all that out by hand. I gotta tell you, that was super hard. Super hard. A little bit of standing water this morning, so there was more than a little bit of rain last night. I didn't even look at the rain gauge, but I would guess maybe a 1/4 inch or something. All right, there's still some logs and stuff in that brush pile that I can shift over, and I will. You can see where I drove through and sort of packed it down a little bit in there. But one of them, that one rolled. I can see it rolled right up out of there. So maybe I don't need a chainsaw. Maybe I just need to make a little room in there. I stepped on a mesquite thorn and when my shoe's doing this work, and it's slowly working its way through the sole. See how it sticks up? That's the problem. It sticks up and rolls. Rolls. So I will get a chainsaw and I'll cut it right there, lay it down. Anybody else bouncing up? Maybe not. All right. And as usual, I got a weekend of taking care of other people instead of taking care of myself. I got a house to move for somebody, and whatnot. This still isn't very good. I need more wood in it. I mean, it kept me out of the mud. You could see my truck just went right over the top. That's not half bad. All I need these to do is just give a little stability while I build this up and pack it down with clay from out of here. So I'm going to, the swale obviously is here. The driveway itself is the swale. And I'm going to, once I get the tractor fixed, take that topsoil out, dig all that out so the swale goes there. So then the water, instead of building up here inside the drive, will build up, run off and go over into a little swale. And I'll plant trees in it and I'll make it useful. So, all right, hopefully this is part 3 of my 3-part series on rescuing the drive and installing a tire, repairing a tire on a Mahindra 1626. And looky there, I gotta show you all this. Look at that nonsense. Right through, it went all the way in. All the way in. Felt that even ring my bell. Stabbed the bottom of my feet. So, it's a pretty rough environment. Mesquite's no joke, is it? I'm slowly working it back from the property, from the main house. And I read somewhere the years ago, the pioneers would grind mesquite pods and all, the beans and the pod, into flour. And the way you do that is in June, you taste the mesquite, give it a taste, and the stuff that has a little sweet flavor to it, you just harvest those, and the ones that are bitter you cut down and get rid of. So, you know, I guess maybe pioneers did plant mesquite, because I tell you, having flour is a big deal. And I could see where people would definitely want out here into the Midwest something to eat. You're a pioneer. Let me tell you, this would be very hard living. You know, people who are moving down south, that's one thing. But those pioneers were brave people. All right, I think the next video will start me cleaning that tire, getting it all on. We'll see how easy that is. I'm going to put you on pause and like, subscribe, do all that while you wait. All right, let's see how long that'll stay up. Out there. 0 seconds. 0 seconds. Right down in the mud. I think that I'm a little underneath the weather. All right, stop. All right, take 2, I guess. Okay. A couple of valve stems per bag, probably. I got stainless steel because I don't want to lose a tire again. So, one of these, that one's probably for the, oh, no, it's for that size. See that it's settled on that board. I've put a block and a board under it, and right here the farm cart. So I'll start it up, put some pressure on it from the forks and get it back up where I can work on it. I'll clean that tire off. So that's the next step. Alright, I'll put some soap on the rim around the tire and see if I can muscle it on. I brought out a dead blow hammer. We shall see. This is the part that I'm not so sure about. I had Dove, I'd use Dove. I don't have Dove. Woo! Well, I knew I was in trouble when that rolled up off that bead, so this is going to be nothing but hard work. I can't find my second cry bar, so I'm in big trouble. If I can't get it to break there, right, and get me at least a third, a little more than a halfway on, I'm going to be in trouble here. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Alright, so my goal is to drive it on. I've tried to beat it on and all that. I got faith in this. Weight of the tractor, the force of the tractor. A lot more than I can do, right? I'm gonna put it in low gear. It's off the bead on the back now. It's going on the bead on the front.
It's not.
Just rolling off of it.
It's rolling off.
If I go this way, will it roll on it?
No, it's coming completely off.
It's not gonna go on this way or that way or any way, is it?
It's off now.
So I have given up trying to do this. It's not humanly possible. When I do get it stretched and almost on, what it does is the leverage will just pull it from the back through the back. So off I go to somebody who has a tire machine. It wasn't possible. So if I would have had my tractor tools, like this ended up being metric. So if I would have had metric sockets and a good breaker bar, the right answer would have been to take it off right from the start. I've lost, not really, I worked on other things, but I've lost a week's worth of time. Monday will be a week. In a day, it'll be a week that I've lost to my tractor being down. And like I say, I've done other work. But so long story short, I bought the bar to even get it on myself, and the temperature is about 60. Maybe if it was 100 degrees, maybe if everything was looped up, maybe if the stars aligned, you could put a small ag tire back on a 15-inch rim. But the bottom line is, I am taking it to somebody with the equipment. So that's the end of my adventure with the flat tire. Just take it off and take it somewhere, because I do not think you can field repair it that badly off the bead. I've seen guys where it's just broken loose, and then you can fill it with ether and light it, and the explosion will detonate it and put it back on the rim. But that's not all the way off. When they're all the way off, I do not think a human being without a machine can get this done. All right, this is Steve for 1,000 Year Home. Like, subscribe. Don't do as I do. Take the shortcut. I'll watch other videos, but I guarantee you I'm not going to find a man putting an ag tire. And if it had been the big tire, I would not have done it at all. I wouldn't even have tried. But it was a little tire, so I gave it a try. Anyway, like, subscribe. I'm lonely out here, right? All right, thank you, everybody.